Good morning, my name is Napat Mahiwan. My ID is B61122097. I'm studying in metallurgical engineering. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about iron making and steel making. My message today is that how iron and steel happen. My presentation has divided into three parts. First, I will talk about the introduction. After that, I will talk about materials, and finally, I will talk about steel making. Okay, let's get started. Introduction. Iron and steel are one of our important metals because nowadays they are basic metals used in make tools, buildings, vehicles, machines, and facilities. Iron is the most common metal in the world, distributed in various layers of the earth shown in figure 1. You see the yellow zone is iron and nickel. The earth crust contains 5% of iron. Iron is the fourth most common element after oxygen, silicon, and aluminum. Pure iron has low chemical stability, which is easy to react with oxygen and often react directly with non-metallic elements. When chemical bonds are formed, iron has an oxidation number of +2 called ferrous and +3 called ferric. Pure iron can be used for various applications because pure iron has mechanical properties such as not very high strong and strength. Materials. The primary material from iron making and steel making production can be divided into raw material groups and consumable group. Raw material become part of a finished product, but consumable is the material involved in the process transformation but will not become part of final product. However, the raw material divided into three main groups. 1. Ferrous material. 2. Fuel and reducing agent. And 3. Flux and addition. 1. Ferrous material. Like hematite Fe2O3 known as lead iron and magnetite Fe3O4 known as magnetic iron. Steel scrap. Steel that left over from the production process of industrial products, like cast iron scrap, heavy metal scrap. 2. Fuel and reducing agent. Coke. Coke is a substance used to reduce oxygen, often in a gas condition which converts iron oxide into ferrous metal. Coal. Coal is a type of fossil fuel composed of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen, but cannot be used. During the poor efficiency, it has to be adjusted before use. 3. Flux and addition. Flux is a substance that makes steel rather cleaner, produced slag by aggregate of impurity in raw material, like lime, dolomite, calcium aluminate. Addition. An alloy added to iron water is intended to provide steel that with the desired property for the intended use, where elements are added to the blast furnace as a combination of other alloyments, usually in the form of ferroalloys, which means that the element combines with iron, like carbon, aluminum, and silicon. Steel production. The production of steel involves the following steps: charge material, reduction, steel making, secondary metallurgy, and forming. Begin with charge material. The raw material is used to enter the iron blast furnace to make iron, like ores, pellet, sinter. Reducing agent: coke, natural gas, and coal. Flux: lime, dolomite. Reduction. Reaction is the process of smelting and reducing steel to remove oxygen. We can production in so many ways like blast furnace, smelting reduction, and direct reduction. Steel making. Steel making is a process that pre-heat iron to be clean and refined. Can be so in so many ways, like basic oxygen condenser, electric arc furnace, and special processes. Secondary metallurgy is a process that preheat iron to be clean. Chemical composed of the desired steel gate. There are two types of secondary metallurgy. One, ladle treatment, and two, vacuum treatment. Forming. Steel that has undergone chemically treated and optimized mixture is that cast into iron bars and approaches shape and size. For next process of forming, steel can be formed in two ways. One, continuous casting, and two, ingot casting. By continuous casting, the iron can be cast quickly and dissolved in a large output. Today, the weight ratio of continuous casting steel in the world is more than 90%. The remainder is derived from ingot casting. Ingot casting is a method for cast large complex workpiece or special size and shape requiring for a few casting time. Okay, in summary, I'll talk about three things. First, the introduction about how iron and steel important to us. Second, what iron and steel come from, and finally, how about to make iron and steel. Thank you for watching.